horse mom, fur mom, chicken mom, coach, nurse, daughter, sister, wife, friend, practitioner. Oh, there's so many labels. I could go on. What are the labels that you have on yourself that you are keeping yourself in a box for? There are so many titles that we give ourselves, certifications, all of the alphabet soup that we put after our name to give us credibility so that we feel good about ourselves, maybe even gives us that sense of confidence and maybe even competent feeling that we can do something, that we're good enough at the thing. However, I want you to recognize when you have these labels and you use them on yourself as a trap to keep yourself in a box. We often do this. Sometimes it gets us out of our box because we're like, oh, I have this label, and therefore I can do this thing. But we can also use it in reverse, where we keep ourselves in a box for not having what we think it takes. Or I've labeled myself this, therefore I can't be that. But honestly, if you are in a capacity to do different things, and say you're a creative person, maybe you're a singer, maybe you're also working in a corporate job as a vice president, and you're also a daughter, you're a son, whatever you are carrying all of these roles that we put ourselves through to exist in the world. But in the grand scheme of things, it isn't who you are. So notice where you're keeping yourself in a box and holding yourself on a hook to not get things the way you want them. And by that, I mean, you hold yourself back from having what you want because of the role or because of what the role means or the title, what it means about you, and what other kind of box other people are going to put you in down the road to keep you there. It's all perception. It's not real. You're not in any kind of a label jail. Sometimes we think we are. And certain labels can be kind of painful if we've had them on ourselves for whatever reason. I think of the book, The Scarlet Letter, for example. That could be quite the label, right? But I bet most of you don't have a label quite like that you've walked around in your community displaying something like that. But you get my point. You don't need to be putting yourself in a box or into some kind of a label. I hope this makes sense. If you understand this and you're following me, put me below, but not that you have labels. And I'm curious, what are the labels that you have for yourself? What are you labeling you? What are other people labeling you? And I'm not talking about name calling. Hopefully no one's calling you names, but let's just talk about the titles.